thanks so much for joining us again on talkSPORT. We're here to talk to you about the new Genoa away kit. It looks absolutely stunning, inspired by the links between Genoa and the UK and London. Tell our audience a little bit about it and what it was like to be involved with.
So yeah, no, when I got the text say Brooke were gonna debut a kit, I didn't expect it, to be honest. Um, Growing up in England, you see that flag on loads, um, and it looks good in the kit. To be fair, red, white, and gold. It's just classy. To be fair.
And coming back to London to be a part of the shoot, that must have been nice for you and to see a little bit of home again.
Yeah, to be fair, I was in London anyways, to spend time with my family, and they said, "Where do you want to do the shoot?" Blah 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 blah. Where feels like home? I was like, it's got to be in my state. So I went back to my state on the pitch I used to play on for hours, and we shot loads of content there, videos there, and just walking through the state, seeing everything, getting the feel of home. Yeah, it's top.
What was it like to go back to where you grew up? Had it changed much at all? Had you have people that you knew from your childhood coming up and sort of saying hello and seeing you again?
To be fair, it was quite early in the morning, so I don't think there was too many people around. But I go back to my state quite a lot. To be fair, like whenever I'm in London, I'm probably back there with friends, family, all playing football. So for me, it hasn't changed too much because I see it quite often whenever I go back. And I did bump into a few people. Like I gave the guy in the chip shop a wave and one of the shop owners and stuff like that. So yeah.
Oh, that's really, really lovely. Did anyone did any fellow footballers play on that pitch with you when you were growing up? Were there any sort of other people who have gone on to play for like the national team or your under-21s teammates that were in the same area and played with you sort of on those pitches growing up?
I'm trying to think. Um, there's not many from my area that played for played at like a really, really high level. But I would always bring some of my friends down to the pitch to play. So like Malcolm Ebue, Amari Hutchinson. Um, we have Joe Felix, he's playing National League, Joshua Amphilose, National League, Palace Francis, same, so like yeah, stuff like that.
And what were the games like on those pitches back in the day? Were they pretty competitive, pretty feisty?
Very, very, very competitive. We used to be in there, especially in summer, probably from like 12 until 8 when the lights in the blocks start to go on. So yeah, like 8 hours in there, we'll get maybe 3, 4 teams. I was probably one of the youngest. We always used to play with the older boys, so like the older boys in the state, and 4 or 5 teams. Just when it stays on, try and stay on for as long as possible. And yeah, it's top. Some of the best moments.
And given the story behind the kit and where you've shot all the pictures and images for it, whenever you're wearing it this season now, are you gonna think of home when you're playing over in Serie A? And is it gonna make you sort of try even more for your hometown because you'll be thinking of where you grew up when you're wearing that kit?
I wouldn't necessarily say try even more because I always give my all, but yeah, I think it will definitely have a little sense of home when I do put on that shirt, and hopefully I can create some very good moments in it. So yeah.
And lastly, then, what's the aim going into the season in? Because you had an impressive season last year. What are you hoping to kind of achieve this season?
I think the team finished the season well, firstly, so we need to try and push for to finish as high as possible this year, win as many games as possible. And on an individual note, I just want to play as many games of football as I can. Had a few injuries last season, which hindered me um, from playing some games, but I want to play a load of games, show my level, and yeah, just show Serie A what I can do, really.